Good evening. My name is Alvin Liberty Jr., and tonight's discussion will be on the food truck versus the restaurant. Mobile food trucks have gained great popularity over the past several years. Thanks to a Los Angeles-based chef, food trucks have gained great popularity in almost all 50 states. However, there are some critics who still believe that food trucks aren't up to par up to fine scale brick and mortar fine dining restaurants. However, tonight's discussion, I hope to debunk some of these rumors and explain how food trucks not only deliver on convenience, but as well as quality, creativity, and it brought a outlet for chefs to bring their own culture onto a plate. The food truck movement was actually helped established by this gentleman, by the chef Roy Choi. According to SmithsonianMagazine.com, Roy Choi can be known to be the father of the modern day food truck movement. Another article by Cityscape states that Roy Choi reinvented the traditional lanchoneta or taco truck into an urban global experience. Thanks to the popularity of Roy Choi's business, the Koji truck, chefs have now caught up with his success and have tried to open up food trucks of their own. This has helped to gain great popularity and have brought the food truck into the culinary forefront. An article from Prepared Foods Journal states that the mobile food truck has become a popular vessel or outlet for culinary creativity and opportunity. The article also states that the food truck chefs can create unique, inspired dishes, and because of the popularity of this, food truck vendors have taken notice. This allowed food truck vendors who normally service fine dining restaurants to now service food truck owners and vendors, and this has allowed for their continued success, for their uh, for the great spread of their moment, and as well as has allowed them to increase their sales, which is great. Allowed food trucks to gain great popularity. And also, an article from Food Management Journal has stated that food trucks, being an outlet for different cultures, have been allowed to different cultures to be displayed, or food cultures from um, different people from different backgrounds have been an outlet for people to display their type of backgrounds on their plate. Basically, this means that chefs from different areas around the world um, can now have an outlet instead of being constricted by the regulations and decisions of the owner of a restaurant. Can now open up a food truck and bring their own type of culture on and type of cooking on a plate. So this allowed different types of food trucks to open up. So now you can find food trucks from Korean, Italian, Spanish, Vietnamese, Hawaiian style dining, uh, fusion, American type of American food, Spanish, Caribbean style cooking, Jamaican, and different types of food trucks to be able to for people and consumers to try and experience now in the culinary forefront. Now, I'll basically explain some of the stigmas that have been associated with some food truck businesses. Now, as I said before, some consumers think that food trucks tend not to have clean environments and tend not to have to oblige to health code laws, whereas this stigma is false. According to the Journal of Race and Policy, food truck businesses go through regulation, which include routine inspections at commissary, or basically where a food truck would go to be serviced, and must apply for routine health code permits and must meet the same nutritional regulations and requirements that brick and mortar restaurants go through. However, some it's usually tend to be hard for food trucks to conform to these regular standards. Normally, the food trucks tend to have just the owner of the food truck, maybe one or two staff, whereas a brick and mortar restaurant would have many staffs, chefs, managers, people will help run the restaurant at a faster and more regulated pace. So it tends to be a little harder for vendors to be able to, for food truck owners to actually run a business. It is also harder to actually apply to some of these permits. Not only do they have to worry about health codes and normal regulations that a brick and mortar restaurant would have to do, but also would have to worry about zoning laws and figure where more or less they would have to park, how far away from the business they'll be able to park, and so on and so on. However, there are some benefits usually to dining at a food truck. Consumers can now have fine dining with an easier convenience. Instead of having to actually drive to an actual restaurant, food truck owners can go to look online and find out where a local food truck is, and actually go over there and actually speak to the chef, the actual chef, of the food truck businesses and communicate with them directly and be able to actually join a fine dining experience without the hassle of getting dressed up to go to a fine dining restaurant. Um, Finally, I'll discuss how food truck business owners can connect to what customers are looking for as a fine dining and by directly connecting the chef to the customer. Social media in this case has played a huge part in the success of food trucks. Uh, Another article from Prepared Food states that the use of social media has allowed people to enjoy this next great meal instead of something local. Basically, what it says is that food truck, through the use of Twitter and Facebook, food truck owners can now explain how and show where they are, where they're located, as well as talk to the customer directly and receive reviews on their food truck business. Um, and they can also explain where these food trucks will be located. Uh, Food truck businesses have also become popular in sporting events, festivals, and what some people tend to call food truck bazaars. This is basically a big festival where there's a location where many food truck vendors own and can actually market their product and their food truck to different customers in a wide festival where people can come in and try different many types of style of dining from food trucks, which will also allow the popularity of food trucks to keep rising. This is a picture of one such festival. As you can see, you wouldn't think all came just from a metal truck, would you? Finally, food trucks have also allowed popular restaurants, a chance to cash in also on the popularity of the food truck experience. A study through National Restaurant Association revealed that about 73% of patrons would actually go through a food truck that was created by their favorite local restaurant. You have some restaurants, for example, TGI Fridays, have also gone to popularity and have opened up their own food trucks at these festivals. So people are still able to experience fine dining from their or menus from their favorite local restaurants and see it at a food truck festival. So this actually helps contribute to their success. The food truck essentially is a viable industry in the culinary world. Although some consumers still have mixed feelings about trying food truck businesses for their culinary experience, they can rest assured that because food truck business owners are adhered to the same policies and health codes and regulations and permits that the brick and mortar restaurants go through, they can be assured that they will receive the same great meal but at a different experience, and they can actually receive great fine dining venues at a small price. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Have a good night.